it did that day, but it no longer carries your name. The sky looks the same, but colder somehow, like it's been grieving too, till now. Your laugh was the light I didn't know I needed, a spark in the dark I never believed in. You walked in like a quiet song and left before I learned to sing along. You were the last time I felt alive, like something real, like something right. Since you've gone, I just survive, breathing through the echoes of that night. I've lived 100 days since then, but none of them began again. I still remember the way you looked back, like you knew you were leaving, but didn't unpack. You didn't cry, but your silence spoke, and in that hush, my spirit broke. I've smiled for the sake of moving on, but truth be told, that part is gone. You touched a part too deep to fake, and left a hollow nothing can remake. You were the last time I felt alive, a moment lit with burning skies. Since you've gone, I've lost the fight. With every dawn that fails to rise, the world still turns, but I stand still. You took the fire, you took the will. If love like that can't stay or grow, then maybe I was never meant to know. It's been years since you walked away, but some nights still smell like yesterday. The flame we lit should have died by now, but it hides inside, I don't know how. I've changed the locks, I've moved the bed, tried to forget the words you said, but memories aren't tied to walls or sheets. They live in silence, in empty beats. I'm still burning, though you're long gone, like an ember that just lingers on. No smoke, no fire to light the room, just a quiet ache that feels like you. You're not mine, but I still yearn, and deep inside I still burn. I see glass cage. No one sees the ash I breathe, or how your ghost won't let me be. I've loved and lost, and I have learned, but some fires, they just return. Maybe one day the heat will fade, but tonight I'm still in the blaze. I wake up to the empty side, where you used to lie, where you used to hide. Your shirt's still hanging on the chair, and I can't seem to breathe the same air. I wear your hoodie when I'm cold, as if your warmth's still there to hold. But it's a ghost that never speaks, just the fabric, just the memories. I don't want to forget, but I can't remember how. Still wearing your name in my heart, even though we're worlds apart. It's stitched in like a secret thread that I wear even when I'm dead. I don't know how to let you go, so I keep wearing you just so you know. I talk to you when no one's around, like you're still here, like you never drowned. But time moves on, and I still stay, wearing the pieces of yesterday. I thought I'd forget the taste of your lips, but every song is still your fingertips. I'm not the same, but I can't move on when your name's still here, where I belong. Still wearing your name like a badge of pride, even though you're gone and I can't hide. I carry you in every step I take, in every breath, in every mistake. I should let go, I know it's time, but still wearing your name. Me feels like my a plate where yours should be, and silence where your voice would stay. The clock still ticks like nothing changed, but everything has slipped away. Your coffee mug still by the sink, untouched since you walked out the door. I keep the lights on late at night, as if you'd come home like before. An empty chair, a hollow space, where once I found your quiet grace. The ghost of you still lingers near, in every breath, in every tear. No words to say, no heart to spare, just me and that empty chair. I play your song but turn it low, can't bear to hear it full again. Each note reminds me where you went, each lyric tastes like bitter rain. I speak aloud just to pretend you might reply around the bend. But time's a thief and now I see you left your silence here with me. An empty chair, a hollow space, still shaped by love I can't replace. The days are slow, the night's unfair. You're gone, but I still see you there. So if you ever find your way, this chair will wait another day. You left like morning leaves the night, slow and silent, stealing light. I told myself I'd let you go, but part of me just won't follow. I changed my ways, I moved the frame, tried to live without your name. But in the mirror late at 2, I still see me waiting for you. Not all wounds cry out in pain, some just wait in the pouring rain. Half of my heart still waits at the door that never opens late. It sits in silence, won't complain, counting things I cannot do. They said with time I'd feel release, but all I feel is smaller peace. You're not my ghost, not some regret. You're the part I can't forget. Half of my heart still waits in the quiet behind the gates. Not begging you, not holding tight, just hoping wrong will feel like right. No matter how far you stray, half of my heart still stays. I moved on, but not all the way. Half of my heart still waits in the quiet behind the gates. Not begging you, not holding tight, just hoping wrong will feel like right. No matter how far you stray, half of my heart still stays. I moved on, but not all the way. There are tears that never dry, and mine are still here inside.
I thought the pain would fade with time, like rain that falls and disappears. But every drop I ever cried turned to scars that last for years.
I wiped them away, but they never really left. I used to think I'd be okay, that I would find my way again.
But each day that passes by, I still remember your name.
There are tears that never dried, no matter how many years. I can smile and laugh and lie, but inside I'm still fighting fears. The tears have turned to memories, but they never seem to fade. I wear them like a quiet crown in the silence that you made. I'm still crying on the inside, but no one sees my pain. I thought the world would move on, but my heart stayed in the past. Every moment we had still holds me, and I can't break free fast. There are tears that never dry, and they stain my every dream. The more I try to heal the hurt, the deeper it seems to scream. I'm drowning in these silent cries that no one ever hears. I carry the weight of all the tears that never dry through the years. that's what hurt the most. You stood like a statue, eyes dry, voice steady, and I was breaking in slow motion, trying to hold what wasn't ready. You said, take care, like I was a stranger. No slam of the door, no storm, no fight, just silence colder than a mid-November night. You didn't reach, didn't flinch, didn't stay. You just vanished in the quietest way. There was a cold in your goodbye that the wind still tries to mimic. People think breakups come with thunder, but sometimes it's worse when they come with nothing. Your hand pulled away too clean, no tremble, no delay, like love had never lived here, just a role you used to play. There was a cold in your goodbye that still in my bones, like winter moved into my chest and made a kingdom out of stones. No tears, no flames, just your back and my name. You didn't break my heart, you froze it. There's a door at the end of the hall. I never touch the handle.
The walls are still the same soft blue. You chose on that spring afternoon.
There's dust on the corner frame, but I still know how you smelled that day.
The chair still turned the way you left it. I didn't move it, I couldn't.
This is the room we don't enter, where love still floats in broken light, where silence screams a little louder every single night. I walk by fast, eyes on the floor, afraid to feel what's behind that door.
There's your book, half read on the shelf, page 89, the part you said made you cry.
Sometimes I whisper the words just to feel you blink behind my eye.
You're not here, you've been gone.
But this room doesn't know. This is the room we don't enter. Not because we don't remember, but because we remember too well. Where every scent becomes a wound and every shadow starts to swell. I keep the door closed, but it still breathes. Still hear the word that's been never said, louder than then what it did. You smiled like you meant forever, but your silence said goodbye. We kissed like we had tomorrow, but we left with just a sigh. But we never talked about the ending, never asked what went wrong. We just drifted like forgotten letters in a song that felt too long. No closure, no crash, no flame, just cold coffee and different names. And now I carry the weight of what we never said. The truths we buried under comfort, the tears we left unshed. I sleep in rooms full of silence that used to hold your breath, and I'm haunted more by quiet than by anything you said. We didn't break, we just faded.
I wanted to ask if you still loved me, but the words caught in my throat. You wanted to stay, I think, but neither of us spoke.
And I carry the weight of what we never said. All the I'm sorries that I still misuse, that stayed locked inside our heads. We were perfect in pretending, but we crumbled in the end. Not from hatred, but from silence we couldn't mend. Maybe love doesn't die with anger. Maybe it dies with quiet. I haven't moved since the day you let the sky. You walked out with the rain, and I stood there, barefoot in the cold. I thought if I waited long enough, you'd come back to take me home. But the rain stopped and he did. The street dried up, people passed, changed their names, but I never left the corner where you turned away. I'm still where you left me standing, no footsteps since that day. I talk to the silence, I sleep through the pain, I live like I'm still in your yesterday. I never walked away. I tried once to take a step, but the ground shook with your name. I see your ghost in passing cars, in faces I don't know, and every door that isn't you just reminds me I won't go. I'm still where you left me standing, not by choice but by design. The world moved on and I stood still like time forgot this spine. You moved into the future, I stayed frozen in the frame, still calling out your name. And I wonder if you ever looked back. And I wonder if you ever looked back. We wrote a verse beneath the rain, sung it slow without a key. Your voice would rise, I'd fall in time, a harmony, just you and me. But we stopped before the chorus and never found our way back in. We left it all on half-filled pages, melodies we never played, words unsaid still hum inside me like a chord that won't decay. They told me time would write the rest, but ink just ran away. We left it all on half-filled pages, melodies we never played, words unsaid still hum inside me like a chord that won't decay. They told me time would write the rest, but ink just ran away. You're gone, but our song never learned to end.
I hear pieces in the morning light and fragments in my dreams. Sometimes I sing the parts I know, but your lines still haunt the seams. We were music left unfinished, and I can't rewrite the theme.
Maybe some songs are meant to close,
Maybe silence is the final note.
our song never learned to end. It just waves between the lines, still echoing through my chest, in the cracks of borrowed time. No finale, no last lyric, just a hush I can't defend. You left the room, but our song never learned to end.
And I still wait for the next line.
You sat across you were alright, but I stayed quiet. I did the same. The air was thick with almost, but we smiled like fools in a game. I should have told you I was breaking, that I couldn't take the space we made, but instead I watched you slowly fading, pretending love had never frayed. We weren't liars, but we weren't brave. We both just looked away. Beneath the words we never said, lived everything we meant to feel. We kissed like strangers on the edge, afraid to say what's real. You never told me you were leaving, I never asked you to stay. And now the silence that we trusted has taken it all away. The lights went out, but we kept talking about the weather, not the war. I tried to hold you with a sentence, but you were drifting out the door. Not with footsteps, not with anger, just a cold that hit the floor. Maybe love can bleed in silence, and no one ever sees the red. Beneath the words we never say, all the I love yous left behind. We tried so hard to hide the truth, and now there's nothing left to find. I search for you in memories that never learned to speak, but silence always wins the war when hearts forget to bleed. And I still hear your heartbeat, and everything we didn't say. I walked away like I was sure, like leaving made me strong. But I left more than memories in the place where we belonged. There's still a photo by your bed, and a coffee cup I didn't take. I sleep in different cities now, but I dream in your old room, and I still hear your morning laugh when silence fills the noon. I packed a bag and closed the door, but not all of me moved on. 'Cause half of me stayed in the light inside your eyes, in the way you said my name, soft as Sunday skies. I took the road and didn't look back, but something in me remained, still waiting in your shadow. 'Cause half of me stayed. You might have changed the furniture, get over all the blue. But I wonder if the walls still hold the part of me that knew this goodbye was only spoken by the part of me that lied. I left, but I never really said goodbye. Half of me stayed in the warmth of your goodnight, in the songs we never finished, in the way we held too tight. Even now I try to live whole, but something's always right. I keep walking, but half of me stays. Maybe you still feel it too, the half of me with you. With you. For the worse and less times, but only both know brother. Truth hurts more than silence, so we dressed it in a sweater. Your bed's still warm with borrowed grace. Your touch feels colder than your smile. You say I'm yours, but not with eyes. They've been gone for quite a while. I light a smoke, I fake a laugh, pretending I still believe. I'm counting lies like lullabies, just something to help me sleep. I know tomorrow kills a dream, but tonight it helps me. One more lie, one more night, one more reason not to fight. We trade truths for temporary fire, hold each other like barbed wire. I don't ask where you've been, I just ask you to stay. One more lie, one more night, before it all fades away. Your perfume feels like someone else's. Your voice wears a second face, but I still pour my love in silence into cracks that won't erase. You say you care, but say it soft, like it might shatter on your tongue. If love was real, it wouldn't hide. But here we are, still lying side by side. One more lie, one more night, let the stars go out of sight. We kiss with lips we don't believe, but pretend we'll never leave. Truth can wait till morning light, let's fake love right tonight. One more lie, one more night, just until we run out of time. If lies are all we have, let me keep one more. If lies are all we have, let me keep one more. The chords fell flat and empty. They don't mean what they used to. Every note once held your name. Now it's just noise in my room. We used to hum it in the dark, wrapped in quiet, soft and true. Now I can't breathe when it plays. It brings back too much of you. The melody still knows your voice, but mine is barely coming through. Our song doesn't sound the same. It's hollow where love used to be. Each word cuts deeper now, like you're singing it back at me. And now it still knows your voice, but mine is barely coming through. What once was ours now only brings pain. You smiled when that chorus came on, like the world had paused to hear. Now the silence after each line feels sharper than the fear. I turn it off, but it plays inside, the version where you disappear. And still I hit replay just to feel you fade away. It's haunted by your name. What used to heal now breaks me more. Every time it plays again, I thought we wrote forever there, but you left before the refrain. Now I just sit in silence, where a song can't feel the same. It's still our song, but it's not ours anymore. I didn't plan on falling in that place, just passing through, no need to chase. But there you stood, unaware, like the world paused just to get me there. And we never talked, not even a smile, but something in me stayed a while. Your name was stunned, unknown to me, but my chest beat wild and free. Friends asked what it was I saw. I said I can't explain it all, but there was something in the air, something in the way you were there. My heart knew first, before my mind caught on, before a single word was drawn. It raced, it burned. just feelings that made no sense. But in that moment, without a clue, I already belong to you. Sometimes love don't knock or speak. It climbs in while you're half asleep. It wasn't logic, wasn't planned. It was my soul reaching out its hand. My heart knew first. It ran while I stood still. It saw the truth, it felt the thrill. No rehearsed verse, no time to rehearse. My heart knew first. Now when I hold you near, it all becomes so clear. Love didn't wait, love didn't thirst. My heart knew first. I was walking through the storm, no sign of peace, nothing warm. Just another night, like the rest. Then you showed up and nothing made sense. You didn't say a word at first, but suddenly my world reversed. Like the sky opened just for you. And everything I thought I knew was new. I didn't ask for love, didn't need a sign. But you stepped in, and I lost track of time. Never saw you coming, but you hit me like a dream. Tore down every wall I built and left me in between. I wasn't looking, wasn't ready, but you're the reason I believe. Never saw you coming, but you're all I'll ever need. I don't know how, I don't know why. You walked in and caught my eye. A moment's glance, then you stayed. Now I'm caught in the words you didn't say. Love's not something I could plan, but you made me who I am. Now I'm lost in what we've begun. You're the battle I never won. Never saw you coming, like a fire that burns so bright. Changed the way I see the world with just one spark of light. I wasn't looking, wasn't ready, but I'm finally here to stay. Never saw you coming, now you'll never fade away. I never saw you coming, but now you're all that I can say. I was just standing there, lost in my mind. The world was loud, but I felt behind. Then you turned, and for a moment I swear nothing else mattered, not the noise, not the air. Something in your eyes caught mine, like fate had drawn a perfect line. When you looked my way, my heart forgot to beat. Time froze in place, and I fell to my knees. I didn't know your name, but I felt everything change. When you looked my way, love found its way. I still remember that quiet spark. You lit a fire inside the dark. You didn't smile, you didn't speak, but something in me felt complete. It wasn't loud, it wasn't clear, but I knew why I was standing here. When you looked my way, my world began again. I felt the pull, like oceans feel the wind. You didn't have to stay, but I'm still changed today. When you looked my way, I knew I'd never be the same. Sometimes love don't need a word. Sometimes silence is louder heard. One glance and hearts confess. You gave me more than I can express. You looked my way, you gave my soul a sign that love can bloom in just one line. I never found the words to say, but I've loved you since that day. When you looked my way, my whole life turned your way. I've walked through many doors, searched for peace on distant shores. But when you smiled, something in me knew I'd finally found a place, a space with you. Your laugh was like the air I breathe. Every word I didn't need to leave. In your eyes I saw the world I missed, a quiet place where I could exist. No walls, no doors to close, just the feeling of letting go. You felt like home, like the comfort of an old song, a place I'd always known, where my heart could belong. No need to roam, presence was the peace I'd longed for. You didn't say a word, yet I could see that you were all the love I'd ever need. Home isn't just a place, it's where the heart can trace a love that needs no reason, just a feel and a see. Felt like home, a place where I could stay, no more looking for escape. You led me to a brighter way. I'm not alone, because you felt like home, and now I'm finally home. Wherever we go, I know you'll always feel like home. Oh, the room kept moving, but I stood still. You walked in and bent my will. 1 second felt like forever there, with your smile hanging in the air. I didn't blink, afraid to miss that first look, that silent kiss. You made time stop, like the world held its breath, like the clock lost its hands, and the noise just left. I was frozen in that space where your eyes met my face. You made time stop, and I never wanted it to start again. Every heartbeat slowed its pace, as if even time knew its place. You didn't say a single thing, but you pulled the world in on a string. No thunder, no grand sign, just your eyes meeting mine. You made time stop, like the stars stood still, like forever bent to your will. I forgot who I had been the moment you walked in. You made time stop, and I hoped it would never end. I still go back to that night where silence never felt so right. You changed the air, the way it moved. I knew then I'd found the truth. You made